welcome back to my channel. It's your spiritual big sis, Yana the Mystic. I ain't gonna tell you shit wrong. If you're new to my channel, welcome. On this channel, I tend to do content related to self-development, as well as content surrounding my other interests, which includes music, beauty, fashion, spirituality, and whatever else I feel like doing, because I'm a multifaceted being, okay? And for those of you who are joining me again, welcome back to my channel. So if y'all can tell by the title of today's video, I'm actually going to be doing a makeup tutorial. I already kind of started filming it, and then I just took it all off because the lighting was so bad. So yeah, I moved into a natural lighting area in my home. And yeah, y'all just gonna have to see my little background, my little white refrigerator and all of this stuff, okay? But I'm finna give y'all a look, all right? So we're gonna hop right into this video. So first things first, I'm gonna prime my face. I have this one size primer. It's the Secure the Sweat primer. I've been using this primer for a few months now. And yeah, it's really good. I think Patrick Starr is the founder of this brand, or like the formulator of this brand. But I've been enjoying it so far. Like I feel like it's really good. It has that blurring effect, in my opinion, or at least on my skin, it has that blurring effect. Also, y'all, I already did my eyebrows because, like I said, prior to me filming this video, I had already started, and so yeah, that's not getting redone. But I will reprime my face. We're gonna start there, and I'm gonna redo my lids. So as far as the base that I'm using for my lids before I do my eyeshadow, it's going to be this LA Pro Girl concealer. You know, this is an OG back in the day. If y'all used to do your makeup back in the day, y'all know this is an OG. As far as the shade, I cannot find it, but it's a light ass shade, and I'm using that to pretty much conceal, to clean up the line under my eyebrow, as well as to kind of put a base for my eyeshadow look. I'm gonna just blend that in however long it takes. Every step I take, every move what is that? I don't remember. Anywho, every step I take, I'm finna blend this out, all right? So you just want to make sure you blend it out real good. It's looking a little crazy on camera, but trust me, once we finish, it's gonna be nice and blended. Bam. And then I'm just gonna do the other side. I think I'm gonna do that part off camera real quick. And because I'm the queen of improvising, I don't have a little setting powder to set my eyeshadow. So guess what we're gonna do? We are gonna go into this Juvia's Place. This is the Warrior eyeshadow palette. And I'm just gonna take this little light color right here and set my eyeshadow base. Because let me tell you something, I'm the queen of working with what you got, because yeah, I'm not finna be a victim of consumerism. I don't think so. So I'll be working with what I got and call it a day. If I want to buy something, I buy something, but I just feel like consumerism makes you think you need more than you need, and it's just like, bro, just use what you got. It ain't even that deep. If you have the money to splurge and you want to buy the things, then sure, go ahead. Because let me tell you something. When I want to splurge, I will splurge. But also, I'm reasonable. Like, I ain't got to splurge on every little thing. And so, yeah, I'm just going to set my base with this eyeshadow. Because guess what? It's going to get the motherfucking job done, okay? Okay. All right, so we have our eyeshadow base set. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is going in with my first color on my lid. I'm going to be using this curve case. It's a little dirty, y'all. It's been in my makeup trunk and like stuff have been spilling in there. But I'm going to be using this curve case, and I'm going to be using a peach sugar. So these are like cream based products. You can use it as blush, eyeshadow, lip, whatever you want to do. I like to use this for this look specifically because it's very pigmented, and yeah, I like the color that it has. And like I said, I'm the queen of using what you have. So yeah, I kind of like what it does for the look. And all I'm doing is I'm just patting it in. Because it's cream, you want to pat it in. And also understand that a little goes a long way when it comes to these cream products, because honey, If you do too much, you're gonna do too much. Okay, if you do too much, you're gonna be literally doing too much. But honestly, do you, like, if you want to do too much, do too much. Okay, don't let me stop you. There we go. Bam. And we just gonna do the other eye. We're gonna do the other eye. And I always like to pat going from outward to inward because I kind of like that gradient effect. And I feel like when you first pick up the product, most of the product is on the brush when you first start. And so I just be wanting like the outer part to have like most of the product. And I want it to get like lighter as we go in. So yeah, I just do that. And again, I'm applying this like in a pat motion because this is a cream based product. So I don't really need to like do too much swiveling with this shit. I just need to pat it in and place it where I want it to go. And I also feel like just in general, when you pat in your stuff, like it gives you more control over where the product goes. So the next thing I'm going to do, and I meant to mention like most of these brushes that I'm using, it came from the TikTok shop. I think it was like a mange something. That brand on the TikTok shop, it's pretty decent. It gets the job done because y'all, I used to have so many Morphe makeup brushes, but my whole kit got lost. So yeah, your girl had to start over with makeup in general, and so that's why I'm improvising nowadays. So I'm slowly rebuilding my makeup kit, but that's not gonna stop anything. One monkey don't stop no show, okay? So the next thing I'm gonna be doing is using my Wahala palette from Juvia's Place. Y'all see it is giving cute. Tribal. All right, and I'm just gonna go in with like this BU shade right here. It's like this plum purple, and I'm gonna put that in between, like, to darken the middle area, the creases of my eyes. So, and again, I'm doing the same thing, starting with the outer and patting inward. I need a little bit more product than that, okay? But I'm starting with the outer and patting inward. Again, this just helps you, the patting helps you like get the product where you want it to go, because I don't want it like everywhere. And once you pat it where you want it to go, then you can do your little blending. You can do your blending motion. But I want to start off by patting it because, again, I want that color mostly concentrated on the outer edge and to have that gradient effect going in. And don't worry, we're going to clean up this little area, so don't worry about that part. You just want to make sure that this eye looks like that, okay? Looks like the other eye. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. And even though like the look looks a little bit complicated, I really just try to do the minimal because, again, y'all, we live in like a time of deep consumerism where everybody feel like they gotta buy so many things. But it's like creativity comes from working with what you have and like using what you have to be creative. Like, you gotta learn how to be creative because, baby, it ain't never stopped to look. It ain't never stopped to look, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking about this Popeye's chicken box. They might have to see me after this, okay? They might have to see me. All right, this is blended in, bam. The star of the show before we do this cow print is gonna be my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade Hemp Milk. I'm just gonna use this to cut my crease. All right, so we just gonna carve out. And I have to be careful because this liner definitely takes on the color. But in some cases, I do want it to take on the color of the pink. But I definitely want like that white kind of like look closer to the edge. So I would do the edge first. Like I would do closer to the line first, because as you do upward, it's going to like blend in that pinkish purple color. You cut your crease the way you want to, but basically, once I put the white on there, I just take a little flat brush and just kind of go in and carve it the way that I want to. Clean it up, like make it look a little bit more seamless. But if you have a white eyeshadow, you can also use that. Or if you have like a white base, You can also use that, but this just is my preference. Do your makeup the way you want to do your makeup. Reblend it around that area. That's the key to makeup in general. Just keep blending. Go to the second side and do the same thing. I'm gonna do that one off camera. All right, this is what we're looking like so far. And yeah, I did add like a little bit more product as far as my eyeliner goes, but now here is the start to show the little cow prints. I'm gonna be using my Fenty Beauty eyeliner, and I'm just gonna make like random ass globs around my eyes. Like, I just feel like they have to just be kind of random, and I just fill them in. And I also just try to make sure like to space them. I also try to make sure to space them out. I'm just putting a few little dots. And whatever I do to one side, I just basically try to do it to the other side. I'm trying to see if I want to add like one more little cow print like right there. I think I'm gonna add one more. That's one eye. And we just try to mimic the same thing on the other eye. So I'm gonna do this one off camera. All right, so now that we have that done, I'm just going in with this same liner and I'm doing me a little cat eye liner. I'm calling it a day. This liner is beginner friendly. Woo! So y'all, this is the eye look. Now we're about to go ahead and do like just my foundation and face and call it a day. I keep my face really simple. I do like what is called underpainting when it comes to like blush and stuff. I'm going back into that same palette and I'm actually using that same color on my cheeks. I prefer underpainting because before underpainting, I did not wear blush and I did not like blush because it was giving clown. In my opinion, it was giving clown, and I just never liked clown looks. I never been a clown, okay? So naturally, I don't want to look like a no damn clown. But I find that I like underpainting a lot better because it gives me that subtle look with it, and I don't have to like do too much, okay? So I like to go in and I like to do my blush on both sides. I also do like, when it comes to my contour, I also do that as an underpaint now as well. It's just my preference. Of course, you know, do your own thing. But this is what works for mine and my face. So, yeah, see how it's giving clown? But don't worry, have no fear because I'm going to fix that right here. I'm going in with this same palette and this Morphe brush right here, and I'm just gonna take this little brown shade. It's called Rich and Rosy. I'm gonna use that as my contour and bronzer shade. So for me personally, I like to like pat it in. Y'all know I like patting at this point, but I like to blend my contour upward because I just feel like it just has like a cleaner like blend when you blend it upward. I don't like the way mine look when I blend it downward. I feel like sometimes it could leave that little harsh line. But I like to blend my contour into my blush because it also gives like that more chiseled look. And then I just take the excess and I put it around like my little hairline and stuff. So I do like enough, but not too much. If I want like a more defined contour, I will go with like a deeper color, like one of the darker shades. But honestly, the only thing your girl got planned after this is cooking and going to get my son from school. So it just ain't giving necessary. So I'm doing the same thing where I go around my edge, my hairline with that same contour. Now usually I would use my concealer, but today I'm actually going to use foundation. because I don't wear a lot of foundation anymore because I just don't need to. But hey, why not? I got this foundation for a reason. So this is the House Labs foundation. This is the Triclone. I really do like it. It's really good formula. It's lightweight and it's good coverage. I feel like it can be like built up. So I put that on my hand, and yeah, I dab my brush in it, and I start under my eye. I start under my eye and like blend it inward. I love like this little sunset effect I be getting right there. This is also where I make sure to clean up any excess eyeshadow that might have went off on the deep end out there. You know, we gotta pull our cousins back in. But I use most of the product right here under my eye, and then I take the remainder and I tend to go underneath my contour and my blush to like get that part even, and then I would take the excess and go over it so that it's like blended in and I have that seamless look for me. All right, let me stop being stupid. All right, so then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Like I said, this is what works for me. You don't have to follow this foundation routine. If you got one that works for you, definitely use your foundation routine. But I found like this one just gives me the look that I like personally. And you can also feel free to like add lashes. I'm gonna put what the fuck is called? I'm gonna put mascara on after this. But with the excess, that's when I go on my forehead, because honestly, I really don't even like putting foundation on my forehead. But I just use like the excess one because I don't like that cake look. I like it to look pretty. I like it pretty. Oh shoot, y'all, I skipped a couple steps. So since we here, I'm gonna line the bottom of my eye with like just this random black eyeliner that I got from the hair store, because after that I'm gonna set my under eye. And then I just take the edge and like blend this out, because I like to smudge for this look, especially since I didn't go under with like any color under the line. I like to smudge my eyeshadow out at the bottom. I mean, not my eyeshadow, my eyeliner. I'm gonna set my under eye with this One Size Rich Peach powder. I really like this powder because it just gives me that sunset tone. I'm like big on like the sunset look. I don't like the banana powder too much. Like, it's okay, but I really do like peach powders and stuff like that, because I just feel like they look so good, especially on black women. It looks so good. And I personally, but I personally apply mine with a beauty blender. So I like to have like precision like when I'm applying my powder. And I don't only apply this to like my under eye, I also apply it underneath my contour. I always use tutorials as a reference. I feel like you figure out what works for you and what you like. And this is what works for me and what I like. Right here on the bottom to set that. Now my last step that I do before I finish up is I line my lips. I'm taking this random beauty store brown liner and lining my lips. I'm gonna overline this a little bit. My top lip be needing a little help. No kid. No cap. My top lip be needing a little help. I'm using this hair store lip gloss because, hey, y'all getting too good for the hair store. Not me. Not me. I like to mix between like higher end and like affordable, because baby, do you see the economy? Are we in the same economy? Not finna be doing the most. All right, and then I'll just go on with my Fenty mascara. This is a Fenty mascara. Honestly, if I was brave today, I would put on eyelashes, but truly, I don't feel like tussling with the eyelashes today. I'm not in the mood for the tussle at all. All right, and last but not least, I am gonna just put on a little highlight. For me, I'm going to be using this little shimmery gold color out of one of my eyeshadow palettes. Cause like I said, y'all better learn to use what y'all got. Y'all see the look, you see the outfit, bitch. I'm just kidding. Do y'all know that song? Let me know if y'all know that song, because if you know that song, I know what you are. Okay, I know what you are. But I'm just taking me a little shimmery gold color, and honestly, you could use whatever shade you like, or if you got a highlight, just use your highlight. But I've been liking like this kind of color that I have. Man, I used to have this Tarte highlight, and this shade kind of remind me of my Tarte highlight that I used to have. But yeah, you blend that in. I like to be looking like a goddess and shining on them hoes. Take my little flat brush and do my cheeks. I'll be doing too much. Oh, but it get the job done. It get the job done, okay? So bam, 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 bam. Thank you, ma'am. All right, and do the other side. I love getting pretty. Do a little chin, why not? All right, guys. So this is what the finished look looks like. What do we think? How we feeling? How did y'all do? This is a close-up. Close-up. And that's why I say, y'all, work with the stuff you got, because you can achieve a lot with a little bit, okay? It's giving cute. It's giving, I don't know, but it's cute. So guys, I hope that y'all enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you were able to follow along. I hope that your look came out good and y'all walking in the street as some cow print baddies right now, okay? If this makeup tutorial helped you, go ahead and share it, like this video, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.